Oh, smells so bad. Oh my God, Lefty, what the? You
Where
smell
is it?
so bad. Look, it's all of that.
No. Where is the dead animal?
It's in the yard. Don't throw up in your mouth. Oh my God, Lefty, what did you do? The worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
I've never smelled anything this bad.
3 a.m. last night, we wake up because it smelled so bad in the house. So Chicky comes in and we see that she has all this poop all over her neck. And the first time she did that was like a month ago or something. And we looked it up, turns out that she's hunting something, right? So they do that to try to cover their own smell. And then we wake up this morning, we're like, there's still a smell. And then we realize it's all over Lefty. Lefty's rolling around in poop also.
We think it's poop, but it might not be poop.
It doesn't smell like poop.
It doesn't.
It smells much, much worse. We were like, wait, what are they hunting? Why is Lefty doing it too? We go outside, there's a dead possum. We need to figure out how to dispose of it. Thank you very much for this. It's the most innocent ones that are the most dangerous. Dylan, I need your help.
With what?
Oh God, Dylan just picked it up with a plastic bag. Like put his hand in it and picked it up. Oh gosh, I'm too much of a softie for that. I can't do that. How does it smell?
Awful. Let's like throw this shit away.
Oh gosh.
How big was it? Freaking serious? I think Chicky killed it a long time ago.
And it's been sitting there?
Like, how would it smell that bad?
Is that what like a dead thing smells like?
I'm so grossed out right now.
So there was like the possum, and then there was like almost like a pile of guts that looked like it was smushed. So that must have been what they were rolling around in. They were rolling around in possum guts. The Lefty came on the bed and I hugged her this morning.
Okay, let me wash my
I can't believe it. I cuddled Lefty when she was covered in possum guts. It's okay. It's only possum guts that was on our bed. We need to wash her sheets.
Oh my God.
I think she's actually about to throw up.
That was the worst. I want to know why they felt compelled to roll their bodies in it. Can you explain this, please?
What is going on in your head when you do that, huh? I always hear in stories that death smells really, really bad. The entire house smelled terrible. It was bad enough to where it woke us up last night. Like, it woke me up first, and then like 5 minutes later, Carrie wakes up. It's like, oh my God. Dylan said it was like picking up soft shell crab. In other news, I sneezed earlier because it's spring and I have terrible allergies. And I sneezed so hard that my back started to hurt. And it still hurts. My back hurts from sneezing? What? That sounds so dumb. I took some Tylenol, feeling a little bit better. Look at that, we're flexing so hard right now because we're like, oh, I'm just in the Tesla, you know. In the back, so we got some toilet paper.
Our paper towels from Costco.
Our lease is still gonna be up in a little over a month or so, so we're heading down. We're meeting up with somebody that can show us a few properties. We looked at one spot. The house itself is nice. It's just the location, you know, just like this is the type of stuff that's on the streets. Just want to feel secure with all the expensive stuff that we have. It was a nice house though, huh?
Yeah.
I enjoy that, yeah.
It was a really nice house. It's something that you could, you know, just move right in and wouldn't have to do very much work or anything.
This is cool, like the shape of it's cool, but the color palette really needs some work, huh? This is like a historical landmark. The second house is all right. It feels a little bit outdated, and apparently they can't really do anything about it because it's a historical landmark, so they can't really modify it too much. But the yard was awesome. We could totally live with that. All right, so this is just one of the places that we want to just take a peek at. It's a bit out of our price range, but we're just like, you know what, let's just take a little drive and look at it. And we're not gonna do it. I mean, too expensive, and it's also a 20-minute drive just from any freeway. So there's the house, and then just boom, park and ocean. I mean, the reason why it's almost affordable is because it's just so far from the freeways, and going anywhere would be kind of a nightmare. Oh my God, it's beautiful though. It is beautiful. Imagine just stepping out of your house and then just hanging out here. Oh man, that would be so incredible.
You know, like I always thought, you know, I'm like happy just with the basic stuff, but like
now you wish you were
now
rich.
I wish I was rich and chose a different profession.
Are you excited?
I'm much more excited than I was before.
All right, so the lady's showing us a couple of places and we just weren't feeling it. So we just did a little bit more driving, and I think we found the neighborhood that we might be into. It's not as far south as Long Beach, but it's very nice and it's actually a bit affordable. We drove around, did a little bit of deep diving, and we actually see a couple of neighborhoods now that's not Long Beach, but it's also a very, very nice option. A yard for the dogs, plenty of space for filming. It checks off all the things that we really, really wanted, and we can afford to live there. Today was off to a very bad start, but it has turned around, assuming that some of these people respond to us. Chicky, what is that?
Is there another one?
We got back and the dog again.
Oh, there's a dead mouse over there.
Where? In the same spot?
I took the hose and I rinsed all that off, and now there's another dead animal over there.
What? Is that guts of a mouse? Everything was going so well. We come home. She did it again? Get off the bed. Chicky. Oh, great. She is on the bed putting guts of an animal.
That was not there this morning. I know for like 100% of fact, because remember I went and like I hosed it all down. I even sprayed it with
Oh, no. Oh gosh, that's so gross. Any dog expert out there, please tell us in the comments, what do we do to stop this? She's going out to the yard and killing rodents and then just like rolling in their guts. Yeah, this time it was like a mouse or something like that. And then like a big, oh, okay, you just rubbed all that on my shirt.
I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to put her in the bathroom.
It was a big black skid mark and it looked like poop because it was black. I just assumed that's what it was, but I don't know. Maybe it's blood or whatever it is. I don't know, but it smells terrible. Then there's another stain and then a carcass of a mouse in the same exact spot the possum was. What?
She's like a freaking gladiator bathing in the blood of her enemy.
What are you doing? Wait, has this ever happened to you before?
Never. This has never happened in the 10 years that I've had this dog. And our bathtub's not draining very well right now, which sucks.
Okay, so try not to kill anything while we're out, okay? Got it? Heading back down to look at a few more places. The place we're about to go check out might be the one. At least we hope so. It'd be very nice to just lock in a place now so that we're not worried about where we're gonna live. Like, I'm totally cool with winging stuff, but Carrie likes to know. So that's the coronavirus document. Every time we go and see a place, they're having us sign it, just saying like, hey, just to let you know, there's a chance you could catch it while looking at homes. So we looked at a couple spots and fell in love with a lot of them, but I think we might have our winner, so we're gonna go ahead, put in the application. Our finances line up with what they need. Literally the only thing that might hold us back are the dogs, but hopefully they take us. Here goes our application and all right, let's hope this goes through. We just sent it over. Sometimes they take long. Like to get this place, we sent in an application. It was like weeks before he officially accepted the offer. But it'd be great to just get something signed right away so that we don't have to worry about it anymore, huh? What do you think the likelihood of us getting our approval is?
I'm kind of 50-50 right now.
50-50? All right.
Yeah. Are people going to think that we're buying a house?
No, we're not buying a house. We're renting a house. We can't buy a house.
50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
All right. I think 70-30. I think we're gonna get it. If you get an email or a message from her, don't look at it. You have to let me know so I can get the vlog camera and then we can film our reaction.
Okay.
Check out what I got right here. FX9 full frame. I'm gonna take the dogs on a little walk and I'm just gonna nab a couple shots on here. See how they turn out. One thing I will not miss, the amount of mosquitoes there are here. The area that I live in is like the north end of Los Angeles called the Valley. And the issue here is that we're divided from the rest of LA with these big old mountains and they block a lot of the wind and the breeze and the cool air. So down at the beach today, it was like 72 degrees. It was amazing. And here it was like close to 90. I don't really like going outside to film because I hate filming in the heat. If I could choose between really hot heat or a really cold day, I'd go for the really cold day, 100%. So I cannot wait for it to be like 10-15 degrees cooler every day. So bad news, we still haven't heard back from the lady. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. I don't want to follow up too often or else we'll sound too desperate. So maybe we'll just wait till it's been about like 24 hours since we sent it and we might send a follow-up. But good news, dogs haven't rolled around in dead bodies. I did some research on it. Apparently that's just like a thing that a lot of animals do. That's like a big thing with wolves, is that they'll go and roll around in dead animals to try to cover up their scent. And hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Or just keep a lookout in the yard for animals that die in our yard. The weather's turned around recently to where it just became from really nice and cool to really, really hot. So I think a lot of animals are just naturally dying in the yard. And we were talking about it, and we think the body's actually been there for a long time, especially the possum. The possum was basically like a skeleton when we found it. So I think it's been kind of dead somewhere in the yard for maybe weeks or a month. And we saw zero blood. But yeah, we're going to be sitting around today waiting for that email. Every time Carrie's phone like dings, we both rush over to it. Is it there? Is it there? Can we live there yet? Wish us luck.